Did you hear about the Egyptian man who got lost in the desert? He was in Nile. Now that we've shared a laugh, let's dive into the exciting world of the Middle East. Picture a world where ancient history and modern marvels come together, where golden sand dunes stretch as far as the eye can see, and where the sun paints a new masterpiece every evening. This is the Middle East, a region located at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa. It's like the heart of the world, with veins spreading out in all directions. This region is a mosaic of several countries, each one unique in its own right. From the sandy beaches of Lebanon to the bustling city of Dubai, and from the historic ruins of Petra in Jordan to the soaring mountains of Iran, the Middle East is a treasure trove of diversity. Imagine standing before the Great Pyramids of Egypt, these giant triangles of stone that have stood the test of time. They whisper stories of pharaohs and ancient civilizations, or visualize yourself at the foot of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world, reaching for the sky like a silver needle. It's a testament to human ambition and engineering prowess. Then there's the Dead Sea, a lake so salty that you can float on it without even trying. It's like nature's own swimming pool. And amidst the vast stretches of desert, there are oases, spots of greenery and water that spring up like magic tricks from a magician's hat. The Middle East is not just about deserts, though. It's a land where cultures have blossomed and civilizations have thrived. It's a place that has given birth to some of the world's greatest stories, art, music, and food. It's a region that has shaped the course of history and continues to play a pivotal role in the world today. And that, my friends, is just a glimpse of the fascinating Middle East. Let's discover more. Imagine a place where ancient traditions meet modern life. Welcome to the cultural tapestry of the Middle East. This region is a cradle of civilizations, where cultures have been brewing for thousands of years, creating a vibrant mix of traditions that continue to shape the lives of people today. Hospitality is not just a tradition, but a way of life in the Middle East. It's considered an honor to have guests, and hosts go above and beyond to make their visitors feel at home. From serving richly brewed coffee to offering the best seats in the house, every gesture is a testament to their warm and welcoming nature. Religion plays a significant role in the Middle East, particularly Islam, which greatly influences the region's customs and traditions. One of the most important periods in the Islamic calendar is Ramadan, a month of fasting from dawn till dusk, followed by a festive celebration known as Eid. During Eid, families come together for a feast, exchanging gifts and sharing joy. Traditional clothing is another fascinating aspect of Middle Eastern culture. For instance, you may have seen the flowing robes called thobes, or dish dashas worn by men, or the colorful headscarves known as hijabs worn by women. These garments are not just fashion statements but deeply rooted in cultural and religious beliefs. And let's not forget the artistic heritage of the Middle East. Islamic calligraphy, a beautiful form of writing, is a unique blend of art and devotion. It's often seen adorning mosques and religious texts, with each curve and stroke revealing a story of faith and devotion. The Middle East is a vibrant blend of old and new, where traditions are not just preserved but celebrated. It's a place where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingles with the sound of the muezzin's call to prayer, where ancient customs meet modern life, creating a cultural tapestry that's as rich as it is diverse. Isn't it amazing to see how traditions shape a culture? But that's not all. The Middle East has more to offer. What if I told you that in the Middle East you could hear more than 60 different languages? Mind-blowing, isn't it? Indeed, the Middle East is a linguistic tapestry, with each thread contributing to a rich and fascinating cultural fabric. The three most widely spoken languages are Arabic, Persian, and Turkish. Now let's take a moment to dive into each of these languages and their unique characteristics. Arabic, the official language of many Middle Eastern countries, is a complex and beautiful language steeped in history and tradition. It's the language of the Quran, the holy book of Islam, and is written from right to left, unlike English. Next up we have Persian, also known as Farsi. Spoken primarily in Iran, Persian has its roots in one of the world's oldest civilizations and has a significant influence on other languages in the region such as Urdu and Turkish. Speaking of Turkish, this language is the official language of Turkey and is also spoken in Cyprus. Turkish is unique in the region because it uses a Latin-based alphabet, much like English, rather than the Arabic script. Now let's switch gears and talk about sports. The Middle East loves its sports, and two sports in particular stand out: soccer and camel racing. Soccer, or as it's known to the rest of the world, football, is immensely popular in the Middle East. From the bustling streets of Cairo to the grassy fields of Tehran, you'll find children and adults alike engaged in this beloved sport. Meanwhile, camel racing, a sport that may seem unusual to some, is a significant part of the Middle Eastern sporting culture. These races, often held in the desert, are exciting events that draw large crowds and are a testament to the region's rich history and traditions. So the next time you watch a soccer match, remember it's also a favorite in the Middle East. Who's ready for a feast? The Middle East is known for its mouth-watering dishes and breathtaking art. Let's start with the food. The Middle East is a smorgasbord of flavors, each dish telling a story of the region's rich history. One of the most popular dishes is hummus, a creamy dip made from mashed chickpeas, tahini, olive oil, lemon juice, and garlic. It's a versatile dish that can be enjoyed with bread, vegetables, or meat. Next up, we have falafel, a deep-fried ball or patty made from ground chickpeas or fava beans. This crispy and flavorful treat is often served in a pita, which acts as a pocket or wrapped in a flatbread known as lafeh. It's a staple street food in many Middle Eastern countries, and who can forget about shawarma? This delicious dish is made by thinly slicing marinated meat, usually chicken, beef, or lamb, that's been slow-cooked on a vertical rotisserie. It's often served with a variety of accompaniments like hummus, tahini, pickles, and vegetables, all wrapped in a soft flatbread. Now let's shift our focus from the kitchen to the canvas. Art in the Middle East is as diverse and vibrant as its food. Persian rugs, for instance, are a testament to the region's intricate artistry. These hand-woven carpets are decorated with complex designs and motifs, each one a masterpiece of color and craftsmanship. Mosaic art is another cornerstone of Middle Eastern art. This ancient practice involves creating images by assembling small pieces of colored glass, stone, or other materials. It's a painstaking process, but the results are truly mesmerizing. Lastly, we have calligraphy, an art form that turns written language into a visual delight. In the Middle East, calligraphy is often used to beautifully express passages from the Quran, the holy book of Islam. So if you're ever in the Middle East, don't forget to try their delicious food and admire their beautiful art. Now that we've traveled through the Middle East together, it's time for a fun quiz. This is your time to shine and show off all the fantastic facts you've learned about this vibrant region. So let's dive in. Question number 1. Can you name 3 countries in the Middle East? Remember, we've journeyed through quite a few of them together. There's the one known for its magnificent pyramids, another famous for its beautiful palm trees, and another renowned for its shiny skyscrapers. Can you guess which ones they are? Alright, moving on to question number 2. What is one popular sport in the Middle East? Think back to our discussion about how people in this region love to stay active. We talked about a sport that involves a ball and a net, but not the kind you're thinking of. It isn't basketball or volleyball, but something else. Do you know what it is? Now let's spice things up a bit with our final question. Can you name a dish from the Middle East? Consider the mouth-watering foods we saw, filled with aromatic spices, tender meats, and fresh vegetables. There was one dish in particular, a favorite among many, often served with fluffy rice and a side of yogurt. Can you recall its name? Now take a moment to think about your answers. No rush. We're here to learn and have fun. Remember, there are no wrong answers, only opportunities to learn something new. And there you have it. You've done an amazing job, and I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the Middle East. Great job, everyone. Remember, every day is a chance to learn something new about our wonderful world. Until next time, keep exploring.